be untrue.
Morrison wrote many of the band's songs, but not Light My Fire.
That was my song. I wrote those words, most of them.
The poetry book should have "Our love become a funeral pyre," which was the one line Jim added to Robby's song.
Well, the other line he added was, try to set the night on fire.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because at the end I was just going, "Come on, baby, light my fire." He says, "Hey, let's change it to try and set the night on fire."
Nice.
Turns out that was a line Morrison had written sometime earlier in a notebook as part of a poem. He wrote on everything.
Yeah, envelopes and napkins. He's the classic writer you read about, right?
One of the pages Tuning found seemed like a message from her brother.
Here's the one that inspired me. Plan for book. I thought he wanted to do it, so I guess we can do it, So that's when we started.
One thing fans will discover is under the dust jacket. Hard to see, perhaps, but it says
James Douglas Morrison. Because Jim published a lot of his own things in that name.
And do you think Jim would have been happier in some ways being James Douglas Morrison, poet, rather than Jim Morrison, rock star?
Well, sometimes he spoke of it himself a couple of ways, and he said maybe he wouldn't mind have been just a poet in a garden, in a little house. But then he also said, the past few years, I'd never have met so many people and done so many things without being in the band. So I think he was of two minds.
In